4, 3, 2, 1, and we're live.
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the Friendzone podcast. I am Cody, who is the host of this episode, who is, as always, just here. And guys, today I am joined here with just Kyle, the editor. Connor
Yes,
could
sir.
not make it, but what's up, Kyle?
Nothing much. Just got done with a fat ass stream.
Yeah. Was it 6.5 hours?
6.5 hours. Not my longest, but it was pretty long. It was fun though. Z for C is the longest one, but I mean, obviously that makes sense.
Yeah, dude, that was a 10 plus hour stream.
That was a 10-hour and like 15-minute stream. Yeah. Everyone towards the last two things, when we were playing tag and when we were doing 9, like 9, it sucked because like 9 was the Easter egg speed run. It didn't suck. It was fun to watch, and I was commentating because my team got disbanded in the last part, so I was commentating with Perka there for like 2 or 3 challenges, which it was fun. I liked commentating on it. If I don't come back and play it, I would ask to kind of maybe do that or help out in any way, shape, or form. It's a fun event. It's going towards a really good cause.
Well, speaking of Z for C, I'd like to talk about one of the fellow people that has been on the podcast here. It was one of our first actual, I think he was our first guest.
Mr. Ross.
Yeah, Caleb Ross. Did you see that?
Dude, his stream popped off.
His stream popped off yesterday. He had
I think,
for 18 hours.
Yeah, he had like 529 concurrent viewers. That was his highest. That was his peak. But he was averaging like 300 to 400. It was insane.
Yeah, he had a total of 67,000 views on that stream. But GG to him. Like, he's been out, like...
He's been on the grind.
I will get on YouTube, and I will see at least a new video from him, like a past stream, or I will see him live streaming soon. Like, I'll see a notification for it, like it's coming soon. He's in the middle of one right now where he recorded one.
He definitely deserves it. He is the most consistent streamer that I know. Even I'm even saying from people that I watch that are like really high up there. He definitely deserves it. He's been fucking grinding forever.
All summer since I've known the guy, he's been streaming. He's been on that grind.
He's been putting work, and it shows.
It's paid off, like right here. Yeah, like he's been grinding to get like that monetization, so he can start making a little bit of money off of it, so he can start go towards making his setup better. And all I gotta say is he just hit it.
He fucking deserves it, dude.
I think I saw it. 95 days of watch time is what that was,
and like over 650 subs. He's so close to 2K now.
He's at 2K.
Is he at 2K now?
Yeah, he's at like 2.05, I think. Something like that.
Okay, so he did pass it. Well, that's good. I'm glad. We're going to go ahead and link Caleb Ross's channel down in the description below. Make sure you guys go check him out. He makes a lot of zombies content, a lot of Call of Duty content. He's a G, and you guys should go check him out. So we're definitely going to link that down.
Yeah, he's at 2.37.
Yeah, his channel is popping off, and accordingly. Like, he deserves it, for sure.
Right in time for
Cold War,
which I'm stoked for that. I'm ready. I'm going to have to be ordering, well, because what is it? The Xbox is like a month from now, I think is what it is when the Xbox and PC are going to play. It's like the 17th, I think.
I think so, something like that.
I mean, it's like the 16th.
I think the console comes out like a day or two before the game comes out, or something like that.
The console comes out on the 10th. For Xbox.
And then I think the game comes out the 14th? I don't know. All I know is we get the console before the game.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
I'm ready to pre-order it so I can play that because I've been watching some people play it and holy shit, I am... Besides skill-based matchmaking, I'd say I'm ready for this game.
I'm ready for it as well. I was...
So many people like talking about it on Twitter and they're like, this is the first time in a long time I've actually felt like I've been playing COD in a long time. Like you were saying, it's been since Ghost that they haven't felt like an actual COD, which I'm ready for it.
Which there's definitely been good CODs in between. It's just, like, I don't think there has been any that live up to that level. I'm just excited to see alpha gameplay that looks complete. You know, like it doesn't look bad. Like if they came out with this at launch, it's better than some some games, CODs in the past that have come out, like they say that it's beta or even after that, and it's come out unpolished and not very good. But the alpha, the servers seem to be doing okay. It looks good. There's not a lot of glitches from what I can tell. I'm just excited overall, and zombies coming up here obviously as well.
Yeah, speaking of zombies, I heard on Twitter that they are going to be doing it after tag. So
What
we
do
might be getting a dark ether.
like a dark ether?
Storyline is going to take place after tag. So I'm interested in seeing what happened because sorry for spoilers, but right as like if you guys none of you have heard about the zombies part. Well, in the last map, pretty much they kill off the Victus crew.
Yeah.
And then they kill off pretty much everybody besides Samantha and little young Richthofen, Eddie. And then they walk in towards their down their path there. So I'm really interested in how it's gonna like if them dying is gonna take them to the dark ether and they gotta battle their way to make the bad ether good.
I don't know how that's gonna go, and I really hope that it's not true. As much as I like the ether storyline and the characters, I want to see some new shit. Not like I'm sure that they can make it work and they can make it good, but I'm ready to see some new shit. Obviously, rumors going around, it may be true, but I mean I don't know. We'll see. Can't speak too soon on it.
Yeah,
But
even at 12 plus years on this game, or on the storyline.
on the storyline, yeah.
It has to end at some point, and although I wish it ended differently, like they would have. I hate it how a 12-year storyline ends on a game where they had to scrap half the stuff they're working on, or like take people from from the storyline to go on to BO Cold War. I wish it would have been differently, but just end it. Put these characters to rest. They had a good long 12-year.
Oh hell yeah!
Changed so many people's lives. I wish they'd just come out with a new storyline and go from there.
New.
If not, have it to where it like talks about it in the game, but don't just have it towards those characters.
Yeah, like they acknowledge or like it's an homage, but I don't know. I feel the way they ended it there shouldn't be any more. Although
go.
Although I didn't like how things ended, so not abruptly, but it seemed like things were rushed, and I mean they were obviously because they had short time with limited resources and no cutscenes, which sucks. But yeah, I like you said, put them to rest. They had a good long run, and they should probably move on.
Now I'm thinking about it. The only thing I could see them doing with the Dark Ether is that the Victus crew is trying to escape, because with them they just vanished. Like they were killed off, like how Richthofen and all them were, Nikolai. But like the Victus crew is just trying to escape Dark Ether because they just got teleported there. Pretty much, I think is what it is. But I don't know what that.
I don't know too much, but I don't know. I'm excited either way for the new COD.
Yeah, same. The COD and console. Those are two things I'm ready for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Besides talking about Call of Duty wise, well, in case you guys haven't noticed, COD League is going to be changing for this upcoming COD. It's going to be taking a turn that I did not see coming.
Yeah, neither did I.
They're switching over to PC. I am very surprised with this because the new consoles are coming out and they are pretty good consoles to where they're getting in par with PC level. I'm just very surprised that they are making the switch now, and if anything wasn't sooner if they would have done it. Because it's a brand new console.
Yeah, and I don't know how it's necessarily going to work. I don't know if they're going to have you can only use mouse and keyboard in the COD League with PC, or if they're going to allow like controllers on PC. I'm all for having PC so everyone it like is on the same level and no frames are capped and it's kind of like the same quality. But if they have to only use mouse and keyboard, there's a lot of players and a lot of teams that would just be thrown out and would have to start from scratch because it's not easy to go from being a professional with controller to just picking up the mouse and keyboard and expecting yourself to be a pro at that pro level.
I think what they're gonna do is they're just gonna put controllers on them.
That's what I figured.
There's no way that they're gonna make them switch to PC because if they do, you could have some PC players walk in just some PC
people you would never heard of before.
Yeah, it's gonna come to that, but I think what they're just gonna do is they're gonna have it. And I cannot see them. I'm hoping that it's not gonna be. They're gonna have it towards PC with controller and then PC as also like with mouse and keyboard. I'm hoping that they just say whether, hey, we're just going to completely stick with mouse and keyboard or we're going to completely stick with controller. But with how long they've been COD League has been consoles, I cannot see them switching over to PC and saying we're just going to do mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, and I hope the controllers. I hope the controller is. It's not like it's Xbox controllers and PS4 controllers. I hope it's they're both intermixed. Controller, I hope controller,
like that's what you can use. Yeah, all you gotta do is plug a USB into the PC and you'll have the controller wise. Yeah, but when I saw that, I was like, what? Like I saw Hex's video pop up on my feed on YouTube when I was with you, and I was like, there's no way this is true. And then I looked it up, and I was like, I saw. Like Attached did, Nameless was talking about it, like ESPN eSports was talking about it. I was like, shit, this is an actual real thing that's happening right now. That like right next to before a console comes out, you're making this decision. Like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I saw it on TikTok. I saw some people talking about it, and then I kind of looked it up to see the legitimacy of it because I didn't know. Sometimes TikTok isn't really reliable for seeing a bunch of stuff, so I did look it up, and it was actually being it was trending on Twitter at one point, not very high, but
it was on the trending page.
Yeah, it was. So I don't know.
That just took me by storm. I was like, I just can't believe it.
We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, it turns out all right. I don't think anything huge is going to be affected with it, but
as long as they can stick with controller, yeah, there's nothing that's gonna be affected by it. But like you were talking about TikTok there, so we could talk about TikTok and how was it Sunday night? I think it's Sunday night or Monday morning. The U.S. has decided to ban TikTok from the App Store. And what I mean by ban, that means that if you don't have TikTok downloaded as of right now, we are currently recording this Friday night, so you have all Friday or all Saturday and all Sunday whenever this video goes up. Hopefully
to download it.
Yeah, if you are iffy about TikTok at all, or like you just download it no matter what. It's just an app sitting there. It doesn't take up that much
you don't
space.
have to use it.
Just download it because guess what? Monday morning comes. Oh my gosh, voice crack there. Monday morning, dude, that was a bad voice crack. Holy shit. Monday morning comes, it's gone until the Oracle and what is it? TikTok. I forget. They
finalize.
Between TikTok, but it's really Oracle and TikTok's the company that owns technically TikTok right now in China. But until they buy it out, but as of right now, until then, they're just gonna have it, I think, banned from the App Store until they get the full legal procedure through to where
it's controlled by Oracle.
And I was looking at it, and like I'm surprised. Like I get Trump's like against like having China getting software, like having this getting data from us, but
yeah, it definitely makes sense from a political standpoint.
It does, because we're trying to keep the United States safe, and we're at China. We're never, it seems, on good terms with.
No,
there's always something with China.
We're not like almost at like a war, but it always seems like there's some conflict, whether it's
China and Russia are the main
tariffs or just trade or stuff. You always hear about them. They're always being talked about.
So with that, and I was looking at it, and like they're saying that if Oracle does buy them out, this is going to cause when they make a headquarters here in the U.S. for it, this is going to add like 20 to 30,000 jobs. So I'm like,
which is good. Yeah, not only it'll become
it's a U.S. owned company.
It'll become a U.S. owned company. It'll add jobs. only 30,000, but in the grand scheme of things, 30,000 jobs in COVID right now, that helps. Anything helps.
Yeah.
So it'll be good. Security will be
And
obviously.
then, yeah, gotta say, TikTok's still on the rise. Like, it's popped
Oh
off in the last
yeah,
year or so. So I'd say that if anything, 30,000 jobs could turn into almost 100,000 jobs by the way TikTok's scale is growing right now. Because they'll get to the point where they'll have to have multiple headquarters around the U.S. Like, that was just for one headquarters.
yeah,
Like, you think about it, you have a headquarters on the East Coast, West Coast. Yeah, you can have four headquarters in the U.S. That's over 100,000 jobs right there. So I feel
yeah.
like,
There'll definitely be more than just one spot for TikTok, especially
yeah,
to have
with the rise.
servers and stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, TikTok is definitely on the rise still. And there's also another app out there I saw, like Bite something. I forget what it was. I saw it, and I guess this app is looking to take the place of TikTok if TikTok does get fully banned from the U.S. I
Yeah,
haven't looked at it at all.
I
I
don't
didn't
think it'll
download it,
have
but
any
I've seen people on
relevance.
TikTok talking about it, like, "Hey, if TikTok gets banned, you can find me on this app." I'm trying to see if I still have it in the App Store. Uh, no, it's not popping up on
I
there.
don't even think there's really any relevance with it. TikTok isn't going anywhere. They just threatened to ban it so that they could finalize it a lot quicker because China is trying to prolong
Drag the
it
process
as
out.
long as they can so they can make more money because when they give it over, we are going to um we may pay them a decent amount of money for it right now, but in the
In the
long
long
run,
end.
we're gonna benefit from it, and they know
Yeah.
that, so they're gonna drag it out as long as
Honestly, what surprised
possible.
me if that's what Trump's doing. Like, Trump's like, I could use this as, hey, they're taking data from us, which possibility with China, they probably are in the scheme of things. They are getting stuff out of us for it. But Trump's like, more money for the U.S. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could see what Trump's going along there with that, and I'm okay with that. More money for this country.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear me bitching. No, but let's see. Yeah, let's see. We have, shit. What is it? I think Squadrons comes out sometime like the beginning, like the 4th, maybe I think of October. So we have that coming up for us. Did you watch the live action or that trailer they had, Kyle? That new
No,
one,
I have not. I still have
dude.
to.
Dude, I am like so stoked. It comes out the 2nd of October. Holy shit! It comes even sooner than I thought it was. But they released some gameplay on it, and dude, I am so stoked for this game. Like, it's at par with Cold War, and there's usually a point where I'm only,
mm,
for me it is, for you it may not because you're not.
I I think Squadrons will be a good game. I just don't think Squadrons is gonna have the same length and replayability as
It
COD will.
depends because like if you think about it, just think of Battlefront 2.
Well, there's not much content on Battlefront 2. You have your heroes versus villains, or you have
Well, all those
the
game
big
modes. Like there's
battles.
tons of game modes. Like I've been playing Battlefront 2 pretty much since it came out in 2017. 3 years of playing it.
I don't know. They
Like
just don't have near the content that COD does. Like the variety. Like it's still it's like the same thing. It's your like there's like COD has campaign, multiplayer, Warzone, and then they're gonna have zombies as well. So
mhm.
that'll be four facets that are totally different. I think Squadrons will be a good game. I just don't think it will last as
It's
long.
gonna have campaign. Well, it depends. Like because like there's talk about them being big ass battles in space. Like you'll have like your normal like maybe like 5v5, 6v6 battles, and you have like those big like cruiser battles where you have uh it's gonna be like First Order, or it's gonna be the Empire versus the Rebellion or the Resistance. It's gonna be one of those two. But I am hoping with this game they do add in Separatists and the Republic. I absolutely because like eh for like the Resistance and the Empire, but Star Wars community wants something from like the
Clone
prequels.
Wars, yeah.
Yes, like you see like them like putting all these new skin. I don't know, like dude, you should have seen the Star Wars community when they Battlefront 2 put out that latest patch where they're just adding the skins from Rise of Skywalker in. Dude, like holy shit, dude, Star Wars fans were freaking the fuck out on them. Like you gave us this shit, we want Ahsoka. We want like Mace Windu, Plo Koon. We want oh shit, like
Yeah,
Assad Ventress. We want all these characters from Clone Wars.
yeah, they're not gonna, and I don't think they will.
No,
Unless they have been in the movies, I don't necessarily see them doing it because they don't have. Um, they're not like they're not part of the trilogy. You know, they are, but you don't see them. You know, like you don't see Ventress or you don't see Ahsoka in the movies at all. They are part of the show. That's the
you
only
do
reason
see
why I
Ahsoka
think
in the movies.
you hear her. You don't
You
see
hear
her.
her. She's in the movies. She made an
I told you
appearance.
don't see her though because a lot of the characters in Battlefront 2 are modeled after the movie counterparts. All
They
of them are.
are,
All
but
of them are.
some of the skins are from the Clone Wars, like Pajama Count Dooku. That skin came from a scene in the Clone Wars. So
Yeah,
what
but
I think
he.
it was they
I know,
just
but
didn't want to
they
spend the
won't
money.
though. I
They just didn't want to spend the money.
I don't even think it's that. Count Dooku was already in the movies, and yes, that he had a thing in the Clone Wars, but he was in the movies first. That's why he's in the game. I don't think they're gonna have Ahsoka. I don't think they're gonna have
I think
Asajj Ventress.
like if anything in this game they wouldn't have done it, but I think if they do make like a Battlefront 3 sort of style, because like we have new movies coming out. Like there's gonna be like some old Republic, like before this, like 1,000 years before Skywalker's sequels or series took place. So I think they will become. I'm hoping they come out with another Battlefront series and they do add like clone, like they like have a specific section that's just Clone Wars based, because
They might.
I think that the community would, I think, really would enjoy that, because I don't know if you saw like how much it popped off, like
I want to see a Mandalorian game. I feel like that, like a story based Mandalorian game.
the Battle of Mandalore.
No, Mandalorian, like the show, not the Battle of Mandalore. Like I want to see where you're playing as Mando and you're doing like missions and stuff. It's a solo game. It's like Fallen Order. In a sense. Like I kind of want to see something like that.
Yeah, I get that.
Obviously, it would have to come out. I would think after the show is either done or progressing, because you can't just like spoil it
like,
in a game.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I could dig a Mandalorian series that's based off like that right there, where you do stuff like that. I could. What I really want is a game on console where it's free to roam, Star Wars based.
yeah, I don't think, because I don't see them doing that.
They have like like the Old Republic, which is a computer game,
Oh
which
yeah,
is roam based. I might yeah, because I wish they would do something like that.
it's
like
an
where it's-
older game though.
Yeah, it came. Yeah, because I keep seeing the trailer pop. That's one thing that will always keep popping up in my feed is the Old Republic trailer. Like, you know, have
Really?
you seen that one?
Never.
You've never seen the Old Republic game trailer?
Not in my YouTube feed, no.
Oh wow, maybe that's just because I watch more Star Wars stuff on YouTube.
On YouTube, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, gosh dang, something's scratching my throat. I can't
Yeah,
say I'm
dick.
Connor because of Marvels. Fuck you, asshole.
Connor,
No,
yeah,
but-
Connor has an excuse. It's those damn
Yeah,
Marlboros.
Marlboro. Give me some Marlboros. Then yeah, he does the thing. Then he'll just like just.
He does that shit all the time.
He'll get paper together too.
It's fucking
Oh,
hilarious. It's
fuck.
funny because every time he does it, I fucking laugh.
Yeah, I'll be like, that's you in 5 years with Acro Cigs.
And then
"No,
he's
it's
like,
not.
no, it's not. No, it's not.
My grandpa would kick my ass if I did that. I'm like, okay. No. Looking back at this podcast 5 years from now, we'll see if Connor, in fact,
Yeah, we'll
did
quote
it.
this podcast.
Yeah, that's another thing right there.
But since the last time we talked, on the last podcast, we talked about the merch drop, and the what's it called? I finalized the store and everything's ready.
Wait a sec. Hold up.
I have
Wait. Okay, you can keep talking. I'm gonna look at this myself.
I have everything set up. Each drop we are going to do like um a different like we'll have our basic like logo based things, FC podcast, but we're also going to have like custom shirts. Like on there we have the Weed Whack Champ of 1916. I feel like, and
That's a badass.
as we go on and do more vlogs and stuff together, we're gonna have those moments where like funny shit's gonna happen. We're gonna make it into a T-shirt in some way, shape, or form.
Weed Whack Champ of 1960. That's a fucking classic.
Yeah. So with merch, we're gonna kind of go in a sense of like not seasons, but maybe seasons. Like we're doing this is the fall merch drop. A lot of these items
will be out here till maybe, if anything, the end of 2020.
I would say the end of this year, and then in the new year we'll come out with different merch. Maybe we'll have a new logo by then. Maybe we'll have more custom T-shirts as well. But on there, they're very well priced. We don't make much profit on them whatsoever. It's not about really making money at this point. It's about bringing quality, quality cheap, because in the end, I mean, exposure is more than anything right now, because if we were going for solely money, no one would buy the shit because it'd be too expensive. We don't really care about that.
We're not like these big like companies or like big YouTubers that they have a well-established audience to where they can just put $40 on this T-shirt. People will buy it. No, we're just trying to get ourselves out there, give you guys quality ass merch that you guys will enjoy to wear. You have the good fabric. It looks
They're
clean.
premium tees. I have premium classic tees, premium sweatshirt. We have net gaiters. We have masks, phone cases, sticker. So we have more than just apparel. We'll have some accessories as well. And we don't, I think on a t-shirt we make like $1. We make literally not much. I think the sweatshirt's the thing we make the most on, but it's not about that really. That, and I made sure there was as much colors as possible, both men and women for t-shirts as well. Didn't want to just solo out one side. But yeah, that'll be finalized whenever this goes up. You'll see it down in the description below. Definitely going to tweet it out as well. And we're definitely going to have to rep it. In a podcast or a vlog or something. It's gonna happen, and it's
most definitely
And
so if you guys do get merch and you guys have social media, whether it's Twitter or Instagram, we have a Friendzone podcast for both of those. Kyle runs both of them, so just tweet it out at
at the podcast,
like post it on your story or post it on. Like if you're on Instagram, post it on your story or like post it in general. Just tag us in it, and we will be sure to be like post it on our story ourselves. Just saying, just look at that sexy ass merch, or if you tweet it at us, we'll
look at this sexy motherfucker wearing this merch. Hell yeah!
Exactly. So yeah, send us pictures of that, because we like to see that our audience is getting our merch. And I'm gonna let you guys know personally with Teesprings, they are not 100% accurate on the dates. As it is with COVID, I've had some personal problems with Teesprings where I've ordered something and it said it'd be here in a week or 2 weeks, and it's been taken 3 to sometimes 4.
And that's not even Teespring's fault.
No.
With delivery, Teespring doesn't do the delivery. You're gonna get delivered from UPS or the U.S. Postal Service, because Teespring has always done a good job of getting it out there. It's the delivery, and during COVID, the Postal Service in general is slower. So
yeah. And then also I want to let you guys know, like, just don't. I'm letting you guys know right now. You guys buying the merch, every single dollar that we get off of this merch is going back into, from us making, if anything, do some more stuff to get like professional logos and stuff like that, to go back towards the merch, or it's gonna go back towards the setup. So if anything, like when we're in person, like we can all have a mic right in front of us, have our headphones on, have like
soundboard, multiple different cameras, so you're not just getting the same angle. We can all sit around and have different angles.
Audio foam behind us to where it's clear. all of every single dollar that we make off this is just going to go right back into this podcast because we're, like I said, we're trying to give you guys the best content that we can. So if you guys like that's another reason for you guys to buy the merch. I would be gladly appreciative if you guys do. So like Kyle said, whenever this video goes up, whenever Kyle seems to have the time to upload this thing.
It'll go up either Saturday or Sunday. So the 19th or the 20th of September, and that's a guarantee.
Legend will be happy with us. We got a podcast out for him Monday.
For him Monday, yeah.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, that's awesome. We're gonna have that.
I'm looking at this, and I'm gonna have to spend more money. Shit.
Hey, before you do anything though, let me sample it. Like, let me order the samples, and then I'll give you it, and you could just pay me that way because there's no point of you paying the extra money for it.
It's gonna go. Yeah, it's gonna go. Oh, yeah, it's gonna go back.
Otherwise, it's just gonna go back to me anyways. So, and
exactly.
I wouldn't be able to pull it out. So yeah, just
guys. But I'm gonna let you know from my personal standpoint, looking at this merch. This merch looks sexy as hell.
Mm-hmm. A lot of it is basic with our logos and stuff, but yeah, we want to do more custom stuff, and further in the future when we get new logos or when we get maybe a new brand, maybe we have more than just our logo. Maybe we'll develop our brand around something, and it'll just be more high quality and stuff for you guys.
Yes.
I have a lot of ideas. We have a lot of ideas and stuff in the works and stuff that isn't even possible, but in like 2 years. But we're thinking ahead of the game because
we're thinking way ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So like Cody said, everything we make from this and from everything in the podcast related goes right back into the setup. We want to have better audio for you guys. We want to have better video for you guys. We want to get in person and be able to have guests on and have their own mic, so like we're not all sitting in one row in front of one camera.
Have my mic just have it we gotta sit there for like 10 minutes situating it just so it gets everybody in there. Yeah, we want to get it to where all of us have a mic next to us and we have it to where it's not like echoing or anything like that. We want to have the best audio we can. So like I said, every dollar that we make off this is gonna go straight into that because like we want it to have it to where at one point us on the doing our episodes right now, we just have the FC background. We want to have it at some point to where we all have our mics in front of us and we can have face cam on like Turbo does on his podcast. He has his guest on and then he has his mic or he has his webcam there. That's what we want one day, is to have a full-on webcam podcast where it's just like we're in person, but you can still get to see us, but it's gonna be a little bit different. But that's our end goal for this is for that.
Exactly. And yeah, I also want to talk about, I'm going to be making a video on it as well on my channel, but the other day, on Tuesday, at my school, something crazy happened, so...
Yeah. Shitty day for me to come to that school, that's for sure.
Yeah, so we were hanging out, and we decided to go on a walk, Cody and I, and we were out there, walking through campus, at the school I go to. And I got a message saying that there was a shooting that had happened in one of the dorms. And yeah, there was a roommate dispute, and one of the kids shot the other one over some argument. It hasn't been shown yet. And he fled the scene, and the next day he turned himself in at his home in Chicago, at the Chicago precinct. It was crazy. Everything was locked. We had to stay in our rooms, and we were actually walking towards that dorm room, which was kind of scary when I saw that. I was like, nope, turn around.
Yeah, we just started the walk, not even 5 minutes in. Mm-hmm. And it was your brother that texted you.
Yeah, he goes, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm okay. What for?" And then I get a message after he said that about, there being that going on. I was like, how in the hell did he know before I did?
Yeah. I was just like, okay, go back here, stay in the dorm.
And of course, our mothers and grandmothers and everyone in between was freaking out and, oh my God.
Yeah, they're freaking out more than we were.
I know.
We were at campus. We were next to where it happened, and they're over there. "Are you okay? Are you like?" I could. My mom texted me. I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "I gotta call." She's. I know my mom.
Yeah.
Anytime there's something like this going on, she's she's a nervous wreck. Shit, if I'm out at like 2 in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
on my way home, or just out, she will stay up till like I'm home. It's like Jesus criminy. But I called her. And I could just tell in her voice. She was like, I was like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "I'm fine. We're in the dorm. Don't worry." Like, "Okay, I love you. I love you too." Yep,
Yeah,
I
I
love
got
you.
a morning call as well from my mom at the crack
Yeah, it
ass
woke
of
me the fuck
dawn.
up.
At the crack ass of dawn.
It
Are
woke us
you
up.
okay? No, I'm just sleeping.
Yeah.
I was like, jeez. And I had already told my brother I was, so like, and he already told them. And then my mom called, and then later that day my dad called, and then my grandma called, and it was like, oh my god. And I was like, okay, it's over. It's over. Like, please stop.
Yeah, at the time that you think your dad called, the shooter was in custody.
Yeah. He's like, what happened? And I was like, so I had to say it over again. I had to say the story like 3 or 4 times, five times.
You should have recorded yourself and just like, give me 1 second, just press play. Like, here's what happened.
Uh,
Yeah,
so I'm
what
gonna be
was
making a video on that and going through like a story time type video on my channel, sometime in the future.
yeah, because what was it? They said that they're gonna be locked this weekend as well.
Yeah,
So
they said everything was gonna be locked.
like, they said it was gonna be locked the day after, and we
Well,
went.
I'm pretty sure they were talking about the other, because all the other buildings aren't ID opened. They're they're unlocked or at a certain time and
Oh,
they lock them because everything else is keys. So what I'm
oh,
guessing is everything is just locked with, and you have to have a key to get in. Our
oh,
building, you
okay.
have to have ID to get in, so it doesn't matter. Ours are already locked technically. You can't get in without your ID.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
So I'm guessing that's what that meant.
yeah. I'm interested. Have you heard anything about that? The guy was shot.
No, they said he was airlifted to Peoria. His
Okay.
family has asked for privacy, and that's what they got. So,
I
um,
want to know what that dispute was over. Because
um,
I could honestly see it being over something really stupid.
honestly, it could be. Um,
You took my
we
pack of
don't know.
gum. Bullshit.
I, I
Boom.
I
Like,
really hope
I'm not trying to make a joke out of the situation, but
no
the sad thing is, shit like this will happen.
over stupid shit.
Over stupid as fuck shit.
As far as severe as it was, I hope it wasn't for something as dumb as that. You know, like I don't want it to be something serious, but like
Hmm.
it would suck for that to happen over like, hey, I was gonna do this or I was gonna, yeah, like, oh, like it's my turn to watch TV or something
Yeah,
stupid like that.
and yeah, that's just gonna come down to like you're gonna be getting like this might cause the school to like have random searches every once in a while or something like that.
And they go over the rules every year about stuff like that and guns and whatever you can and cannot have, and they're subject to search your room whenever because you are on their property. It's not
Yeah, it's on
yours.
campus property.
So they can search whenever they want. They just don't. Unless something
Uh,
provokes it, they don't.
Guessing this might have provoked it to
I
where
don't think they're gonna provoke searches. I think what they're gonna do is um they're gonna start
like
like
after
whenever
you,
like whenever you move in
hmm
and
they search
stuff,
your answer go through like
they're
a system.
they're gonna make sure maybe metal detector or something and make sure you don't have anything on
They
you.
got like a scanner to where it scans the bag or something like that. Like sort of like how airports have, it, if anything, something like that.
Maybe. I'm guessing.
Yeah, because when you and me moved, I moved you in. It was just
Yeah, you just take your fucking shit up, go to your car, take it up.
we should put it in this bag or put it in this cart, take it upstairs.
It would not, and I would never do this. Never ever would I do this, but it would not be hard to set up an armory in my room. Like really,
Yeah.
because you get those big like carts, you could just take like a blanket and then put a bunch of what say you, whatever,
Yeah, like
in
you have the
there.
bottom half full of whatever the ammo and ammunition, all that, and then you just put like boxes on top of it. No one's gonna know.
And yeah, there's You
Yeah, because
just
your doors are shut. As soon as you get to the room, you shut the door. Who's gonna know?
mm-hmm.
That's why I have a feeling it's like
They're gonna
it,
have to start.
they're. I think this is definitely a notice that they're going to.
They're definitely gonna start talking more about it and doing more
Most
stuff with it.
definitely. Most
But
definitely, because that was a wake up call right there. I think to them, because like
although it wasn't anything that happened around us, it's still real and it still happened. So it's good to learn from and kind of move on from it.
Mhm.
So
I still
yeah,
want to figure out what that person was thinking when they decided to pull the fire alarm.
yeah, that was bad. They ended up pulling the fire alarm. Someone did because they heard the gunshot, which honestly is not a good idea because if it was someone who it wasn't just an isolated incident. If it was someone or a terrorist attack or someone
It
messed
turned
up in
into
the
a full on
head,
school shooting.
like if it was if they were is that if that's what they were going for, then a lot of people could have gotten hurt. He
Yeah,
for
because
it wasn't. It was just isolated incident. So he just blended in with everyone and left.
hmm
But yeah, his mom made him turn himself in.
good for her. Yeah, because yeah, like he walked out there and he was gone. Like they were searching for him, but he was full on
Yeah,
gone.
he had already headed up to Chicago, stayed the night in Chicago, and then his mom was like, "No, you're going to go there, and you're going to do that." So he did. He's being
He's
charged with.
fucked.
He's going to be charged with
First degree attempt.
attempted first degree murder, aggravated battery, aggravated discharge of a firearm. A lot of those right there will put him away if
Well,
they're.
and he is 18.
He's an adult, so he'll be
Yeah,
tried as
no,
an adult.
he doesn't have a FOID card.
It doesn't matter. The
Well, with
FOID
a weapon.
the FOID card wouldn't matter. It doesn't matter. Even if you have a FOID card, it doesn't matter. You can't have guns on campus. So a FOID card
I
doesn't
know,
matter.
but like I'm saying as him getting that weapon,
That doesn't matter.
it could be illegally to where that then.
You can own a firearm without a FOID card. It has nothing to do with that. You're even if I had a FOID, I have a FOID card. If I have a gun on campus, it doesn't matter. FOID card or not. So the FOID card has nothing to do with it at all.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm trying to think of it because he could get another charge. I'm trying to think. I was talking to my dad about this, and he said he could get another one. Yeah, he could get it for having on school property is one of the main ththings.
Well,
Having a,
that's a that's a school policy. That's not a a legal thing. Because if the school finds out, then they could take legal action, but it is school policy. It's not illegal to have a firearm on you.
oh yeah, I guess from a certain standpoint, but
No,
like
it's
like the doors is what I'm saying. Like this, if it's a no gun zone, and you have a gun on you, you
that's
could get
that's
charged.
made by the school though. Like, although you're not supposed to have one on campus at all, anyways, at all.
Mm-hmm.
But
Either
that's
way,
a
he's
school
fucked.
policy.
Either way, he's fucked.
He won't get hit with another charge. He'll keep the ones he's got. Yeah, and that'll be that because those charges mean absolutely nothing because ultimately the worst
The
thing,
first,
the
the first
first degree
degree.
murder is the biggest thing, and that'll put
Yeah.
him away. If the kid didn't make it, we don't know. They haven't said anything that he's passed away or anything, but so we don't know. Probably
Yeah.
talk about it next week when all the info has came out and stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, because it's the.
Nothing else has came out on it. I've already looked at it today.
Well, I was looking at like yeah, because first degree murder as it is, if he does.
Well, it's attempted first degree murder,
Yeah.
unless
He
he
dies.
yeah. Which either way, attempted and first degree murder, it's still bad. It's
Wait, first degree attempted murder is often punished with a life sentence. If you do get first
sometimes
degree
yeah.
murder, you are pretty much you're
It's
facing
guaranteed. Yeah.
yeah like 50 to 60 years to life in prison. But attempted,
There was people on campus though because obviously we don't know exactly what happened. There were some people saying, "Well, what if it was a self-defense?" Although like what if the guy was like attacking him, the other guy was attacking him, and he pulled it out for safety. Now that could kind of change the scenario. Obviously he's not supposed to have a gun on him at all.
Mm-hmm.
It would be, you could almost mark it as self-defense if he was um like attacked, if he was attacked in some way, threatened with violence, not threatened with violence, but like, like violently attacked by the guy,
Yeah.
whether it was just punching or a knife or something was brandished and he pulled out a gun and defended. Maybe it was, but maybe it wasn't. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know the situation.
Yeah.
That could
But
change it a lot.
that could, but he's still gonna be in.
If it was self defense though, he would probably go away for a little bit, but it wouldn't be a life
Yeah,
sentence.
it wouldn't. Yeah, he'd maybe serve 10 years in prison.
Not even for
I
us.
think
It's not for self defense.
for self-defense, 5 years, I'd say. It just
I
comes.
wouldn't even know.
It honestly, no, what it honestly comes down to, it comes down to the judge itself. The judge is the person that really can make the call whether or not you make or break. Is what it really comes down to.
It's the jury, not the judge. On sentencing, no, the judge doesn't have a say all. You go through a jury. The jury is what decides if you're guilty or not. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's what jury duty, when you get called in and you have to vote on, and they come out with the verdict.
Yes.
The judge doesn't say guilty and then like
You know,
it
I'm
just
saying
doesn't
that
work
way.
like that.
Yeah.
The judge doesn't have much to do with it in that say.
No, I thought the judge has some say in like how long you can be in there for.
No,
pretty sure
not in
it's-
sentencing. Um, unless it's like okay, unless it's a minor dispute. But when it's something like first degree murder, there's a jury, and they
Because
vote on it.
yeah, I know from the verdict of guilty or not guilty, it could be that. But if it's in a case where he's guilty,
I guess there
no,
is
'cause what I'm saying
some.
is that
Yeah, I know. I guess there
I've
is
seen a lot of clips of where the guy who's on trial was an asshole to the judge. The judge was like, "Okay, you're gonna be an asshole to me. Boom, you get this to that." Because I remember.
Yeah, I guess they do have, in a sense, they can't. They the only leeway they have, because a first degree murder charge, you can't just be like, guess what, a year. You just get a year. Like
Yeah, no,
they
like,
have somewhat of leeway,
yes,
but they
it
can't
comes down
decide
to-
the verdict.
Yeah, I know the verdict was. I was not meaning that they can't decide whether he's guilty or not guilty. They're mainly in charge of the punishment, which with that case is like I've seen cases where, this infant died. Their
I
parents
saw
left it.
that. Well,
Yeah.
I saw it was on TikTok there was a guy, his girlfriend's baby he beat to death, and he said all I have to do is cry and they'll feel bad for me, and then he gave him a life sentence.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning.
But it was
Yeah, like-
he killed, it was first degree murder. He was probably going to go away for a long time anyways. But
Because
I
of
guess
his
the
attitude.
judge does have that
That's what I was-
certain
yeah.
leeway. But they can't decide, like, if it's like he killed like 3 people, and the judge can't just be like, okay, you just go for 6 months or a year. Like
No,
he has to
yeah,
go
like-
within the ramifications of the charge and previous sentencing.
Like the judge can like has a specific, like they have a minimum requirement of how long a person can be like in jail.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They have that one, but usually a lot of times, depending on the case of the trial, on what is thrown at the table, they usually can exceed it. Like let's say a person was charged with first degree murder, like the minimum amount they can have a person in there for is like 50 years. But depending on what they've seen at the trial, be like, okay, because you've done this, this, and this, and also this, you're going to jail for this amount of time. That's what I'm.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
throwing out there.
Yeah.
It's when
The way-
you're, when
just
you're
the
on
way-
trial, the judge will never make it easier. Like they have a minimum requirement they get to on how long you have to serve for. They can never make it smaller. It seems, unless
No, they
rare
can't.
cases of that.
The only
Uh,
times they can do that is if you are in a very low civil dispute case, not civil dispute, like
That
um,
or
what are
there's
they?
another investigation going on, and you know something that the police don't know, they will sometimes lower your term if you help out the police.
No, I was
I've seen
talking
it.
more about tickets. Like, if you get a ticket
Oh yeah,
and you go to
tickets. Yeah,
court,
yeah. No,
they can be
that's the
like,
only
guess
way.
what? No,
It's the
expunge.
only way when you get really high up, like you're going to prison for a long time. Like if it's like in a major case related, if you know something that the police don't know, you give them that information, they lower your sentence by like a few years.
Yeah, just the way you originally said it, it sounded like, yeah, yeah.
That's what I was
I
meaning is
understand what
that
you're
the judge
saying.
comes
I
down
know,
to
I know, I know,
how long you're serving in prison.
to an extent. But yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got that point across there. Either way, he's fucked.
Yeah, either way, his next
First
10
degree,
years are not
first
going to be
degree. What I've
fun.
noticed is you're pretty much guaranteed life sentence. It's
Um,
what it usually is, whether it's attempt or murder.
and after the details, the charges can always be changed, and um, once the story comes out, they sometimes they do,
Mm-hmm.
because not everything may be as it seems. They are charged the that's what they're charging him right now, but
Yeah,
obviously everything hasn't came
nothing will
to
happen,
fruition.
mainly until the uh, the guy that was shot is released or is has made a recovery and
And what the
is
story
not on
is.
and is not at life or death situation because yeah, he got airlifted real quick.
Yeah, and I mean sometimes airlift doesn't necessarily mean a lot,
Like yeah,
especially for Medina County, for where
yeah,
we're at,
small town.
because a
Yeah,
hospital isn't really built for some things like that. So,
yeah.
like my dad
Well,
said that
yeah,
they
yeah.
send people to Iowa City or Peoria all the time.
Yes,
So
it could be. It's just that they have better doctors there that have been prepared for
specialized.
stuff like this. Yes, have specialized in stuff like that. Yeah, because like around where we live, like back in our hometown, if you went to the doctor in the Quad Cities, and had something like severe like that, you'd get sent to Peoria or
They would
Iowa City.
airlift you to Iowa
Yeah,
City,
yeah.
probably.
There's a chance it can be a major thing and be a minor thing, but I have no idea where he was shot, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, nothing's been released on that, so
Hmm.
we'll see. We'll talk about it more as the
Hopefully next week
future,
we'll get some more information
hopefully.
out on that. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. Good. I think we'll end it right there. I think that was a good way to end it right there. After
Mm-hmm.
that, unless you got
52.
anything else you want to talk about, Kyle?
Not really, just we are dropping the merch, so check the description down below. We're also going to be putting Caleb Ross's channel down in the description below. We're going to be putting our channels, obviously, in the description below.
Hmm.
But yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video, a vlog, or a podcast. Um, and yeah, slap that like button with your forehead, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya.
Peace.